Howdy folks, my name's Christian and welcome to Bullish on Farming. Got the mob a little excited here. Posted a video yesterday about this section that we were grazing. And it's a 50 by 150 yard section, which is pretty standard when grazing one day paddocks with the mob here. And today we're pushing it for a second day and laying out some carbon. Earlier, I rolled out a bale and we've gotten quite a bit of rain. That was a little bit more of a workout, had to do most of it just kind of pushing it. But today I kind of wanted to show how I shake out a bale, the old shake and bake with the tractor, and how I kind of disperse the bale. I started it all the way down there and I hadn't really got through much. And as you can see, there's just pieces that have been breaking off. I don't like to go too aggressive at the beginning because I don't want to break it up too much. It kind of crowns around there with the herd. And they usually just follow, and you can see they want to be getting the fresh stuff straight from the bale. I don't know how this is going to work out filming it, folks. I only got two hands, but we're going to give it a shot and show you how we finesse the bale here. Pretty much I just got the tractor in medium one, so lowest gear in medium. Put the tractor in reverse and hit the accelerator wide open. And I just give it, let's see, shake. It's just a back and forth with the joystick. And you can see, oh, I'm not saying it, kind of just breaks apart. In there. All right, obviously I'm not going to do that the whole video. Let's take a look at what's going on. So if the girls would get out of the way, we got a nice line as if it was rolled out. You can see it's not too thick, and the areas that are just a bit thick, you can come and spread them a bit after with a pitchfork after the cattle are done with it. You know, if I'm putting out 2 bales, which is enough feed for this mob for the day, that's not a bunch to kind of spread around when the cattle are done with it after you move them along. A little bit of labor work, but it's for the land and it ensures that that carbon's distributed so you don't get areas that smother too much. And yeah, so eventually your bale's gonna break, right? And then you're gonna have a big blob. What I try and do, and you can see that the spears have kind of come out of place. This side kind of swung down. I try and go at the lower 1/3 of the bale. So if you find a line, the imaginary line of the bottom 1/3 of the bale, you want to go to the top of that 1/3 so that when the bale starts to break on you, it just doesn't fall underneath your spears. Eventually, you know, every time's different. It's not perfect. I prefer to roll out a bale. I got a video on that, the do-it-yourself bale unroller, where I just put a 8-foot rebar through it with a post pounder and pull it with a tow strap on a quad. And that rolls out nice and good like a carpet. But this is all right because, folks, we still got feed in here. Some of these grasses, you know, that grow in the wet areas are not the cattle's first choice, but they graze them down. And you'll see that there's areas where it's chomped off and bit and squared off. And so if the cattle needed to, they could eat in here. But to supplement and make sure that they're not, you know, going a little leaner on the grazing, I'm rolling out a bale. And so they got a day's worth of feed of hay plus what they can pick from in here. And this is plenty. So the plan is tomorrow morning, move the girls to another section. I'm gonna keep, I might bring it down to 40 yards instead of 50, which will bring that wire in just a bit more on the next paddock and a bit more narrow of a strip. And we'll see. If I don't like that, I'll go back to 50. But that's the beauty about mob grazing and evaluating daily, is you can make changes on what you think is serving your land and the animals best. And so maybe I'll give a little bit of shake, see what happens when this thing kind of breaks. Give us a little bit more shake and bake, baby. Now, if I was just going like a madman with this thing, that whole thing would break in a very all at once. So you can see just one shake at a time. It's really kind of all you need, just a back and forth, and the bale hangs in there with you. And you know your tractor's got to be able to handle this. You can't be trying it with a compact tractor. I mean, you might be able to bring a bale from one side of the farm to the other, but you won't be able to hoist it up, and the loader won't be able to sustain, or the tractor, that shaking that much weight at that angle. But you know, if you want to bring some hay out to your cattle, it's just kind of a last minute thing. It always works. And if that thing breaks up into kind of a blob, I usually just come with a pitchfork or kick it around to the best of my abilities, let the cattle pick through it, and then afterwards, if you have to come with a pitchfork, you can really kind of spread it better. But there's no rush, and there's benefits to the bale grazing. You just want to minimize the smothering as much as possible, that's all. Okay, folks, just wanted to show you a little shake and bake. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you all. See you on the next one.